A lot of guys have this overwhelming feeling that they're losers or that there are a lot of other guys that are losers. Why is that? Quickly subscribe for more life bettering content. You have to understand the following difference. The wealth game is not a zero-sum game. We all win and we already won big time. The average wealth has gone up quite a lot. The status game, however, which determines whether or not you're a loser, is a zero-sum game. It's a hierarchy, so moving up that hierarchy means somebody else is moving down. In real life, status is what you get in return for doing something for the tribe or just the people around you. What's also really important are the gaps in between the hierarchy. Let's take, for example, an imaginary status hierarchy, which is purely driven by how much money does a person have. Nothing else. If number 3 in that hierarchy has 20 million, number 2 22 million, then the difference between those two is not that much, and therefore the status difference is not that much. However, if number 1 has like 200 billion, then the difference in status between number 2 and number 1, or number 1 and number 3, is just huge. Insanely huge. Now, to understand why there are so many losers, you have to understand one more thing. The great men of history actually get greater. The richest or most powerful people today have more leverage than the richest or most powerful people back then. They have more capital, more media influence, and more brilliant people ready to work for them. Or political leaders, for example, have a more technologically advanced military, so therefore a bigger lever for destruction. So the wealth for the average person has gone up, but the gap to the great people of our times has also gone up significantly. I also feel like there's more great people, so to speak, or at least we see them more often. It seems to me that in modern life, you can maximize your individual strengths much easier, therefore also your outcomes, and then you can just show it in social media and get recognized for it much quicker than you would have back then, if you even would have had the ability back then. This, however, leaves people up for the just vast gap between them and the people in really any field you want who are at the top of that field. You can just search up that field on YouTube or something, or in the internet, and you see the vast difference between you and them. Relatively speaking, we therefore have more losers because the status difference just gets bigger. I think it's true that it has never been easier to move up the status hierarchy, but it's also never been easier to move down. There's just so many distractions out there. And I think it's also the logical next step that of course also has an impact on dating. Let me know what you think. Would be really interesting. So comment below if you got any thoughts on this video. In the description down below, there's a video on how to become more rational, which is really important. So definitely go check that out. My Instagram is also in the description down below. So go follow me there right now and always subscribe for more life bettering content. I hope you're having a great fucking day, and let's fucking go.